Good morning, Knicks Nation. This is a special report that I bring out. Only I bring these out, as you know, when there's very big news that I consider game changing for the Knicks, and this was one of them. The Knicks have acquired Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks for the Charlotte 2022 first round pick. They actually got back, Leon is a mess. They actually got back a second round pick from Brooklyn 2025, and they sent Kevin Knox to Atlanta. Couple things. This is big news on multiple fronts. I want to go over each one. Number one, as you now see, the Don does work. What did we give up? Nothing. We basically fleeced Atlanta. See, all of the people that's always talking about giving up Mitch, giving up RJ, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, the Don knows what he's doing. All right. I mean, please, anybody that questions it after this, y'all need to have your head examined because the guy knows what he's doing. Number one. Okay, but that's just not even okay. Let's take this out. Check this out now. So I have to say two things. Number one, the Knicks are not done. This move puts Cam Reddish in the second unit. Okay, so he's part of Mobb Deep now. The Knicks yesterday, as we know, they went 9-man rotation. They went with a 9-man rotation in yesterday's game because now you had Nerlens Noel back. So you had a 9-man rotation, and Tibbs always is going to play a 9-man rotation. Y'all know that. So in the rotation right now, in the 9-man rotation, you had Nerlens, Grimes, Quick, and Toppin. Unless he's going to go with a 10-man rotation, and he may be forced to do that, he's not going to have Cam Reddish Leon's not going to have Cam Reddish come to the Knicks to play the Kevin Knox role of getting 1 minute a game. That's not going to happen. Okay. So the Knicks are not done dealing right now. That's number one. Number two, Zion watch is real. This is not no Mark Berman hype BS from the New York Post. Zion watch is real right now. You got 2 of the 3 Duke dudes on the Knicks right now. And Zion watch is real. And to me, if they it's not going to happen this year. You're not going to see Zion come this year. Don't get it twisted. But Zion in the next 2 seasons, like RJ, is up for an extension. The New Orleans Pelicans will have a decision to make, and David Griffin's going to have a big decision to make because he's probably not going to sign the extension. He's probably going to play and become a restricted free agent or, at the end of his deal. So understanding that, David's going to have to trade him to not get him, to not let him leave for nothing. So the Zion watch is real now. And the Knicks are the top choice. All of the draft picks they have accumulated, all of the capital we have, I can see that going for Zion Williamson. So now you're going to have Zion, Cam, and RJ leading the Knicks. That leaves Julius as a long-term. There's going to be an issue because Zion and Julius play the same position. Okay, so that's the Zion watch is real right now. It's real. It's not going to happen this year, and it probably may not happen next year. But in 2 years, this is going to be real. All right, this is going to be real right here. So yeah, and then there's Obi. Now, the thing about Obi, what most people get twisted, and I want to make sure we get this clear right here. An Obi trade, listen to me carefully, Knicks Nation. An Obi trade is not about the Knicks wanting to trade Obi. Y'all need to understand that. An Obi trade, and I've been saying this like 4 or 5 videos. Thank you, real one. The Obi wonderful trade, we fleeced him. Yes, we did. The Don know what he's doing. But an Obi trade, listen carefully, is not about the Knicks wanting to trade Obi Toppin. It's not about that. An Obi trade is about Obi and his representatives deciding, does Obi want to continue to play 10 minutes a game behind Julius Randle? Or does Obi want to go to a place like Indiana and start and play 30 minutes? That's what we're dealing with here. Okay. Don't think of an Obi trade as the Knicks deciding to trade Obi. It's not about that. This is about Obi deciding, do I want to stay in New York because I love New York and play a backup role, or do I want to go to another team and start and be a focal point? That's what it's coming down to. And we were talking about this. Some of y'all know we were talking about this last summer. This was coming. Okay, it was going to come. And now this season, thank you, CL Kendrick. Greatly appreciate that. Yes, we got Cam Reddish. But this was coming from last summer league. When you saw Obi go off on the summer league, I saw enough to understand this guy's not only an NBA starter, he's got all-star level talent. And so it's only a matter of time. Obi was a older draft pick. So this coming March, which is only a couple months away, Obi going to be 24. He's going to be 24. Okay. And so next year, the Knicks got to decide what they're going to do. Because Obi, if it was you're Obi Toppin, you're from New York, you're playing for your favorite team, but you standing behind a guy that they got on a long-term deal with another guy, Zion, in the wings that they're going to slide in. That's going to happen. So if you Obi, what do? Do you decide, listen, I want to play 10, 15, 20 minutes in the second unit for my career and my contract? Or will I go to Indiana or Detroit or Denver and start? That's what it's coming down to, y'all. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So you got to make that, that's what I'm saying. So don't think the Obi Toppin situation is about the Knicks wanting to trade him. They don't want to trade him. But he may want to go because he wants to play and he should play. Okay. Thanks, Chris Dodge. Thanks for the super chat. I got to catch up to this. Thanks, Tony, brother Tony. Thanks, brother Curry, for the super chat, for the chat. Praise the thank you. I'm just going to say, I'm used to saying praise the Most High so much. Sorry about that. But I'm not sorry about that, but I don't want to push that on y'all. But anyway, so now, Tom's got a dilemma. Leon is going with young players. Okay. I really still think, I'm really thinking we may see Jeremy Grant. We might see Jeremy Grant. I think Fournier might be out. Fournier is the guy. It's not going to be Julius right now. Julius ain't going nowhere this year. He's not. That's not happening. Mitchell Robinson's not going nowhere this year. That's not happening either. So why do I say that? First of all, they're Tom favorites. Number one. Number two, Mitchell Rob is a very important piece to the Knicks championship future. He is. He don't shoot threes. He don't need to. You see, have you been watching how he's been playing? Okay. So look, forget all that. He needs to shoot three stuff. Okay. Forget that. He's not going nowhere. But Fournier, he's shooting the ball well. He's in a rhythm. I mean, he's helping the Knicks right now very well. The Knicks defense, listen, you're seeing the Knicks defense from 2021. You're seeing last year's defense right now. You're seeing it. Okay. That we've been holding people under 100 for the last week. Last night we held Dallas to, what was it? What they score? 85? I don't care if 85 points. I don't care if Kristaps Porzingis is not there. 85 points. Yo, the defense is back. Yo, the defense is back. Shalom to y'all in the chat. The defense is back. So it's going to be really difficult. But at the same time, Fournier's trade value is at his highest right now. So I can see a Detroit swap of Fournier for Grant. I could see that. Or let me throw something out there that I don't think people have talked about. But there were whispers of Karis LeVert being available. And somebody brought up a good point. Rick Carlisle likes European players. I mean, look at the Dallas Mavericks. Most of that was under Rick Carlisle. He likes European players. Okay. So I would not be surprised if we see a Fournier for Karis LeVert. That would be a straight up swap because they make the same money. And see what I'm saying? So this is going to be interesting, but the Knicks just made a big move today. Cam is going to be in the rotation, and that boy with RJ, they're going to ball out. There's no question. We talk about Kentucky, right? Well, now you got the Duke Blue Devils. They coming to take over. the Duke Blue Devils coming to take over. Okay, they're coming to take over. So you got Reddish, and you got RJ. Yo, something's gonna happen. Then you got Burks, and I hate. Oh Lord, I don't want to give up Alec Burks. And I'm telling you, why don't I want to give up Alec Burks? I'm telling y'all don't. Some of y'all don't believe. Fourth quarter playoff, you gonna want Alec Burks. Okay, fourth quarter and playoffs, you're going to want Alec Burks. I'm not even fronting with y'all. He is Dennis Johnson. If some of y'all too young remember Dennis Johnson, he's a Dennis Johnson type money closing player, not a superstar. He's never going to be a superstar. So you're going to get 2 for 9 nights from him. You're going to get, bonehead plays once in a while. But when it's money time, you want Alec Burks. So I'm saying they're going to have to decide what they want to do. Because listen here, Cam Reddish and RJ Barrett are money players also. They're just younger. They haven't established themselves yet as that. But to me, they're also, Cam Reddish is Alec Burks, to me, on a little higher level. I mean, really. He going to be a money player. He just hasn't. Did y'all see him last year in the playoffs? Now, the thing is, too, you got to remember now, Cam Reddish is a little bit more injury prone. See, y'all used to seeing RJ, and RJ don't miss no games, and RJ can play 100 minutes a game. Cam's been breaking down a lot in his first 3 years in the league. Okay, I mean, y'all gotta remember that. Okay, don't get disappointed when you see it. So yeah, I'm trying to keep y'all calm on this because he does get hurt a little bit, and his Achilles has flared up a couple of times. That's not something good, that's not good. But the good thing is he's only 22, so he could come out of this and he could develop and be good. But look, this was a big move, y'all. This was earthquake move right here, because the Knicks, I'm gonna tell you straight up, unless something bad happens to Zion, he gonna end up being a Knick. It may happen in 2 years or 3 years. Believe it. That's coming. That's coming. It's not gonna happen this year, but that's coming. We gave up Kevin Knox. That's all we gave up. And the Charlotte 2022 pick. Now, just to let y'all know about the Charlotte pick. The Charlotte pick is I think it's top 18 protect. Thank you, CL Kendrick. Okay, all right, listen now. We traded Kevin Knox and the 2022 Charlotte pick that we got this past year. That daggone Leon Rose. The 2022 Charlotte pick for Cam Reddish. And wait. And we got back Solomon Hill, a 2025 second rounder. That daggone Leon, man. We got back Solomon Hill, Cam Reddish, and a 2025 second rounder. And I don't even know what they're going to do with Solomon Hill. Yo, come on, man. Yeah. Now, Knox was going to go. I just said it I just told y'all yesterday. I told y'all Knox was going to be involved with a trade. I don't know why. I don't like Atlanta for Kevin. And the reason I don't is because they got so many wings, man. I mean, they still got Herter. They still got Bogdanovich. They still got missing. They got Herter by DeAndre Hunter. They still got a trio of really good wings. Now, unless they're gonna make another deal, I cannot see Atlanta giving up on Kevin Herter. I don't see them trading DeAndre Hunter. And Bogdanovich, they paying him $70 million. I don't know how that's gonna work, but Kevin is in Atlanta now. I don't know what I'd like to have seen him in Detroit or Indiana, because in those two teams, he's immediately in the rotation. I'm not sure what Atlanta's going to do with him, unless they're going to play him at the 4, which is entirely possible. They could play him at the 4 behind John Collins. So maybe he is in the rotation. I don't know. They could play him at the 4 behind John Collins. Yeah. Collins is unhappy though. Did y'all see the news? Collins not happy in Atlanta right now. Colin's not happy, and he's making everybody know it. He just signed a max extension, and he's not happy with his role. So that's another guy that might go out. So I don't know, but I'm a Knick lover. So Kevin's always going to be a Knick for me, right? Once a Knick, always a Knick. So I want to see him do well, in Atlanta, except when he plays us, right? I want to see him do well for Atlanta. But I want to see him get in the rotation. But yeah, so just a review. This was Cam Reddish, Solomon Hill, and a 2025 Brooklyn second for Kevin Knox and the Charlotte 2022 first. The Charlotte first conveys if Charlotte is top 6 in the East. If they finish in the top 6, then that pick goes to Atlanta this year. If they finish outside the top 6, and Charlotte's a very good bet to finish in the top 6. They're playing tremendous ball right now with LaMelo Ball. But if they don't, I think next year they got to finish in the top 7 for the pick to convey. In the following year, they got to finish in the top 8 for the pick to convey. So the pick, I think it'll probably convey this year. I can see Charlotte getting into the top 6. I can see them doing that. So, yeah. Son from Brooklyn, thank you for the super chat. Yes, he says, I love the trade. My Hebrew brother Cam is athletic and can play D. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, shalom, shalom. Indeed, Cam. I actually, aside from the injuries that Cam, suffered, when they were at Duke, I thought Cam was the best pro prospect of the 3. I wanted them to draft Cam Reddish instead of RJ Barrett. I ain't gonna front. I wanted Cam Reddish when he came out of Duke. I was disappointed that they got RJ, but I wasn't going to front like that and say, I'm not going to whine about it. I'm glad we got RJ, but I thought Cam Reddish had the makings of the best pro. And the reason I thought that's because of overall skill level, defense, shooting, passing, IQ, and his height. He's like 6'8", and he plays a 2 guard. Not only that, I thought Zion was going to be injury prone because of his weight and his dependence on athletic ability. At 280 pounds, I don't think a human body can take that, which I hope he starts to lose some weight, over the next, I think this will motivate him though. And then RJ is indestructible. He's bully ball straight. I wasn't sure that was going to translate, but obviously it has. So I'm really happy that we got Cam. We were just talking about this last week. Remember, some of y'all convinced me about Cam, and here we go. Here we are. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to go for Obi for Zion this year. Zion is not happening this year. I want y'all. It's not happening right now. Plus, he's hurt. It's not happening right now. But 2 years. Next year, trade deadline is stronger. In the third year, trade deadline, Zion will be 24. And he's going to be a Knick. It's just a matter of time. He's going to be a Knick. And all of the trade assets we now have are going to be in play for that trade that's going to come. That's the superstar. That's the superstar that Mark Berman's always whining about. That's the blockbuster he's always whining about. It's not going to happen this year. But next year, year after that, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So I think it's going to happen. But Zion Williamson is going to end up being a Knick. And it's going to be Julius Randle that's going to be taking the back seat. He's either going to come off the bench or he's going to go to another team. Zion is coming here. It's just a matter of time. And I want to tell you, this ain't got nothing to do with Tom Thibodeau. This is Leon Rose. Tom Thibodeau wouldn't take no 22-year-old. He probably prefers Solomon Hill. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And I love Tom Thibodeau, but this is Leon Rose. This is Leon doing his thing. Okay. This is Leon doing his thing. Y'all got to know that. This is Leon doing his thing. Okay. So it's going to take 2 seasons before we actually see Zion, but we're going to see Zion. Leon ain't going to give away the store when he don't have to. This cat is, I ain't seen a guy. See, it's all the key is James Dolan backing off and letting his president do his thing. He did it with Phil Jackson when we saw that happen, but he didn't do it with Donnie Walsh, and that was jacked up, right? He didn't do it with Donnie Walsh, but he's doing it with Leon, and Leon is doing business, y'all. Y'all know he's doing business. I mean, we just fleeced Atlanta for a lottery choice, man. We just fleeced them. So, so, man, we getting ready to see something, yo. We're getting ready to see something. But so I don't know what next move is going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to involve, and Fournier or Burks. I think you're going to see a move for one of them because you got to make room for Reddish, and I can see Grant being, some of y'all don't understand. Grant's going to shoot much better when he comes back from this injury. His thumb was hurt. Okay. He's a good shooter. He just wasn't showing it this year. His thumb has been hurt for a minute. So he's getting the surgery, get it fixed. Once that thumb heals, he's going to be just as good a spot-up shooter as Fournier, but twice as good on defense. Just think of that. You got a dude that can hit the spot up, and he's gonna lock down whoever's on his side of the floor. So so I'm just saying, so if we get Grant, so we're satisfying both situations. We're satisfying Tibbs' desire to win now, and we're satisfying Leon's long-term sustainable winning plan of adding youth. Okay. So I could see I think you're right. I could see Fournier and Burks being the next two out. Because first of all, Fournier's shooting the ball now very well. And anybody wants Alec Burks. I mean, like I said, anybody wants him. Anybody would want this guy. So if you're a playoff team or whatever, you're gonna want Alec Burks. He's just that type of guy. I hate to give him up, but if that means we get Jeremy Grant and in the starting lineup, and then we now put Cam Reddish on Mobb Deep, I'm all in. I'm all in, man. I'm all in. All right. So we good. We really good. Now, if they do, it's going to be very interesting, y'all. Knicks work hard. That's funny. But what's really going to be really interesting? If they trade Alec Burks, what is Tom going to do with the point guard? That's going to be interesting because you know what he's doing now. He's got IQ and Alec Burks. That's the point guard rotation right now. Of course, D Rose is going to come back and take over Mobb Deep. But what's he going to do if you take his Swiss Army knife out of his hand? What's he going to do? I think Deuce ends up moving into Mobb Deep on a regular basis. I think it'll be Deuce time. And I think from this trade, Leon is telling Tom, play some of these kids. Leon is telling Tom, I know you want to win now. Play some of these kids. So we're not done. We're going to see another move. This was early in the trade deadline, y'all. This is early in the trade. Usually teams wait to the deadline to get everything done because they get the best deal at the last minute. But now, all bets off, y'all. All bets off. I hate to lose Alec Burks, though. I really do. I don't mind losing Fournier, but I hate to lose Alec Burks. But we're going to see what happens. IQ's freezing out Grimes yesterday. And then, did y'all watch the IQ presser after the Spurs game? So he let the cat out the bag, if you listen to him. He said, when we played Golden State, Deuce wanted to take Curry. And I said, no, I got him. Remember that? And then we all saw Curry light IQ up and then Deuce get on, right? And it changed. And it was IQ that said, no, I'll take him. Because IQ got, he got seniority because he got Tom's ear. But see, that kind of stuff, man. And then yesterday, here's Grimes standing wide open 10 feet from you, and you looking on the other side of the floor with a double team in front of you. He's not a point guard, y'all. He's not the answer at point guard. He needs to come off the bench with Mobb Deep and shoot. You know what I'm saying? So, no. Cam Reddish is a big deal. Big deal. So we're going to see what happens. This is bigger than the Kemba Walker deal, obviously. But even at the time, if you'd have told me at that same time we got Cam Reddish instead of Kemba Walker, I'd have been way, way, way more excited. This is a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, Got to Be a Legend says IQ is confident, but being overconfident is a character flaw. That seems to be, that's a Tibbs thing. Tibbs is giving him that confidence. And I'm not hating on that. But he just, remember now, IQ what, 21, right? 22. He just needs to be, somebody needs to sit him down, reel him in. That's all. And I think they got the staff to do that. I'm not worried about him long-term acting the fold. This is just an immaturity scene right now. But I think he'll calm down eventually. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Some of y'all may disagree with me, but Deuce McBride is a better guard than IQ. And Quentin Grimes is a better player, overall basketball player than IQ. They're both better than. And you know what? I don't even have to prove that. Over the course of time, if what I'm saying is true, between now, the summer league, and next year, the cream will rise to the top. That's what I'm saying. The cream will rise to the top. It's going to come. Did you see Deuce get 39 and 12? What is it? 12 assists? Look, man, the cream going to rise to the top. It's going to happen. So it's just a matter of time. And everybody's going to see it. And I'm not saying IQ is no scrub. I'm just saying his natural position is coming off the bench and being an attack dog. That's his position. Come off the bench, be an attack dog. We need that. We're going to want that. But let's not, I don't want to kid ourselves. I'm just saying. It's just me. You don't have to agree. I'm just saying. Deuce is a better point guard, and Grimes is a better basketball player. And yeah, I'm just saying. Right now, Tom is giving all the confidence and the rope and the minutes to IQ. Hey, cool. But long term, the cream will rise to the top. It's going to rise to the top. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with nobody and say, no, you're wrong, IQ's better. I'm going to argue with you. No. Let's see what happens over time. Because over time, cream rise to the top. Period. Okay? Period. So it's going to be real. We're going to see. We're going to see. But we got Cam Reddish. We fleeced Atlanta. Do you understand? Not only did we get Cam Reddish, we got Solomon Hill, who at the very least is another trade piece, plus another second rounder. Do you know we take on Leon Rose, baby? Come on now. Leon Rose. Y'all get that boy his props now. Woo! Damn. And all we gave up was Kevin Knox, who wasn't even in the rotation. Oh, man. Give that man his props, y'all. Give him his props. Well, I'm just on my lunch break right now. I wanted to break and tell y'all what was happening. Yeah, we got Cam Reddish. I was shocked as anybody. I didn't think they would do it so early, which tells me there's more moves coming. Leon ain't done, y'all. There's more moves coming. And unfortunately, I can see a Burks and a Fournier going elsewhere. And we'll get more picks. And we'll probably get Jeremy Grant. It's going to be crazy, man. Dag, it's going to be crazy. But y'all, I want to really thank y'all for the support. I greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. I never intended that this channel should become like this. I am so happy that you guys are happy with the product and the content. I just doing this for fun and really enjoying myself as a long-term Knicks fan. I want to thank y'all for the support y'all give. I want to thank all, especially you guys that are doing the super chats. Really, really generous. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. And all the support I'm getting on the channel. Yo, I'm excited. I know y'all excited. I'm excited. I'm trying to contain myself because this was a major deal right here. This is a major move. And Cam got a chip on his shoulder too. What? Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. We'll be in touch for real. Because the Knicks ain't finished yet. Shalom, my brethren, from Knicks Nation.